Mouse up in the top lane with clearlove, the all-star jungler in the jungle with Scout, Deft, and meiko rounding out their team.
Who cares? Pawn's back in the sub position. He is back from Korea. The man has recovered from injury, I have been assured. And you know, this is interesting because now Scout really gets pushed because Scout has been playing well, but Pawn is always going to be there as a secret weapon they can pull out. But look at the KDA, look at how well-rounded this team unit is. With the exception of Mouse, I mean, 53% kill participation, slightly low for a top laner, but everyone else looks incredibly good.
And it's going to be really interesting to see if they do put in Pawn at any point during the series, especially because, you know, you mentioned this time and time again, Scout, he's been playing so well for the EDG line, just fit in quite nicely into the team too. Yeah,
he certainly has, and you know, Scout, he has some, like, other things that he does incredibly well. I mean, he speaks fluent English, like, that's just an example, and a lot of their comms are in English, although they are the Korean players have Chinese lessons every single day. They are slowly transitioning their comms to purely Mandarin, as you have a look at meiko on your screen.
Then we take a look at the other side of this matchup here. It's going to be Invictus Gaming. You know, this is a team that don't have any communication problems whatsoever. You know, rookies speaking fluent Mandarin in this lineup. They all communicate and converse in that language. We take a look at their lineup here. To tie up in the top lane, Kid will be in the jungle with Rookie dominating the mid lane, with Rain and Tabe being down in the bottom lane for their team.
And you know, it's a joy every time I get to say it because I was a huge fan of Invictus Gaming and Kid, but Kid has turned into a world-class jungle, and that is a terrifying top side of the map. I mean, the versatility. Your AD carry is now your jungler, your mid lane is now your top laner, and they haven't missed a beat. Round that out by the fact that Rookie stands in the middle of this team and is an absolute monster. I mean, he was touted as someone that could maybe challenge Faker. I'm not going to make that claim. Faker is still better than Rookie, but Rookie is a very impressive mid laner in his own right.
Well, you know, Rusty speaks very highly of Rookie. Always loves to watch how he plays that mid lane matchup. He's just so aggressive. He just does things that people don't normally do in that mid lane. As there we see Rain and Tabe on your screen, the shot caller, and what could be probably the weaker bottom lane coming into this matchup as well.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to see. You see an in-shape Zatai as well. You know, that guy's looking after himself. It's always nice to see. But I do really want to talk about the mid lane because this is a test for Scout. Scout is someone that, you know, he would have played against the best in the business of all time in Faker on many occasions when he was on SKT and they were scrimming together. But when you look at Rookie, Faker is a great team fighter. He's also a great laner. Rookie is just an outright great laner. Like, that is what he does. Like, that's his bread and butter. And Scout's going to have to be really careful in this lane because, once again, like, the top half of the map for IG is a kill threat at every stage of the game. And that's how they get advantages, is by dominating lanes and killing their opponent, then transitioning it into an objective. EDG is the opposite. They like objectives. They like to set up, and then they'll fight you if they have to. IG is well and truly on the fight-heavy scale of this matchup.
So we're going to see EDG try to diffuse this, so to speak, on the top side of the map, but we're going to see them, you know, go toe-to-toe with this aggression. What can we expect from their lineup here?
Yeah, I really do think that they're going to get a control mage. They need to get either Victor or Azir into that mid lane matchup and just hope that they can nullify mid lane. You know, other areas, they'll look to try and win the jungle matchup. They'll look to try and win bottom lane, but top and mid just needs to be nullified.
Well, let's see if they can nullify the solo lanes here against Invictus Gaming as we head into Champion Selects for game number 1 between Edward Gaming and Invictus Gaming here. The bans have already been completed from these two sides. It's going to be Nidalee, Vladimir, and Twisted Fate being taken away by EDG, whereas IG, they're going to take away Ryze, Kindred, and Rek'Sai. Two very targeted bans towards the jungle this, so which means Graves still left open here.
Yeah, Swain's still left open also. I will talk about it one more time. Vladimir and Zatai is scary. I do not expect to see him get it ever again. So I like the pick ban phase so far out of the EDG lineup.
You know, Game Talents played against Invictus Gaming in their last matchup. They were undefeated, were really hyped up to be probably one of the best teams in the group. IG were just like, nah, we're not letting this happen anymore. Zatai, you play with Vladimir, just walk all over people. He did just that in that game. Permanently banned out. You think will be in this matchup. We'll have to see that happens in the next set. But for now, EDG still looking for their first pick. And this is one I haven't seen since Spring Split. Braum, first pick coming in from EDG.
Yeah, so they want to be able to have some good offensive capability whilst having a defensive bottom lane. I mean, Rookie's already played Jace. Braum does quite well into that matchup. But yeah, it just proves that, you know, as I said, they're an incredibly versatile bottom lane. He's played Bard, Karma, now Braum in his last 3 games. So he just plays everything.
Well, let's see what EDG have for their plans during this draft phase, because definitely an interesting first pick coming out from their lineup. IG looking to try and respond with 2 power picks of their own. Like we mentioned earlier, Graves probably one of the last few S-tier junglers left up there so far. IG might want to try and pick that one up during their first pick.
Especially because Nidalee, Kindred, Rek'Sai all gone off the board. Like, Graves is literally the only last, like, he's the last bastion of junglers at this point. Maybe clearlove goes towards his Lucian. I have a sneaking suspicion he's going to go towards Evelynn, however, as he has shown a very big priority towards it currently.
Well, we could see if it is the Evelynn, Lisa, you know, potentially the Gragas pick up here, but gonna have to see what EDG decide to use with their team coppers. Trundle is the other pick that does get locked in for IG here. Probably going up into the top lane. We could see it as a support though still.
Zatai's a great Trundle player, honestly, and you know, because it's a melee support, you always have to leave that open, but because of the priority that they have been putting on tank top laners, for EDG right now, Trundle just makes a lot of sense. You know that Mouse is going to run something like an Ekko, something like a Maokai in the top lane. I mean, that's what he's been running the whole time. So I really respect the fact that, you know, IG willing to throw the gauntlet. They'll win that lane if they take it 9 times out of 10. And EDG, they're going to acknowledge that and say, you know what, we'll just play for the team fight.
You know, really helps them out here, especially if they take the Trundle up in the top lane. Allows the Rain to deal with the tanks a little bit more efficiently. We're still waiting to see what EDG pick up during their next 2 picks here. It doesn't look like it's going to be that Evelynn spawn. It's probably going to be the Gragas. Being locked in here, not quite in clearlove's position though, so it might be a little bit cheeky still.
It's Gragas.
But it is going to be Ekko and Gragas being locked in for the EDG lineup.
So Gragas is a great jungler. It does suit clearlove's jungle style. You know, you farm incredibly quickly, you can gank heavy. It's a great team fighter as well. You know, there's one man in the world that still plays Evelynn Jungle Fish. It's normally clearlove. It hurts me when he does things like this.
Well, I'm not going to be bringing the Evelynn to the Rift here today. IG still looking to find their next 2 picks here. You know, should be a top laner being picked up. Like we mentioned earlier, Swain still left up and available. So is Lucian. 2 very powerful picks getting all the way through to the second pick rotation for IG.
So the Lucian doesn't really surprise me because they will take Ezreal probably in this rotation and be completely fine with it. He's also a really good Caitlyn player, which he's just hovering. So always have to remember that about deft. Swain is very surprising. Swain is incredibly strong at the moment. As soon as I saw Trundle, I was hoping that they would be happy to jump onto that Swain and try and bully him around a little bit in the laning phase of top lane. Will not be the case. Wow. Zed would be interesting.
Playing on one of Pawn's favourite champions here, Scout, if he does lock that in, but it shouldn't be. We'll have to see what they do lock in for this lineup. It's going to be the Caitlyn for deft, and Azir is going to be picked up, going to be given over towards Scout in the mid lane as well.
And let's actually break down EDG's lineup, because I feel like they've just done exactly what we predicted, you know? Siege composition, Braum, Gragas, Azir, all disengaged champions, a good 1-4 split with Ekko in a side wave. They have so much damage to structures as well as obnoxious long range. It is hard to get on top of this team. Then you have a look at what IG is running, and wow, if they do this, it's actually a curveball, but very low engage, very low to mid range. They now have an assassin, thank goodness, to be able to take away deft. But right now, EDG is just out-comped IG, because I don't see how they ever start a fight.
Well, we'll have to see if they can start a fight here. It's like you mentioned, very little engage coming in. Probably a flash from meiko. Might have to start something for EDG here. But
EDG don't want to fight. This is the best news, right? EDG just want to siege up around structures. They have superior range. It's IG that, unless they delete someone, unless they hit a Miracle Never move, there is just no CC on this whole lineup.
Well, we do have the LeBlanc pickup coming from Rookie as well, so possibly looking for the assassinations in this game. It's interesting team comps to say the least, especially from these 2 lineups. Not something you usually see coming out from both of them, but something stay the same. Still have Rookie playing his crazy aggressive champion. Satai still playing an obnoxious champion top lane as well. Kid still on an AD carry in the jungle.
And they're playing to their win conditions, right? All of a sudden, they're going to try and win the top lane matchup. They're going to try and independently win the mid lane matchup. Bottom lane, it's going to be a wash, hopefully, for IG. However, you are going up against the Caitlyn lane, and she is going to look to bully. clearlove needs to be busy on the top half of the map if EDG get to that late game siege.
Well, let's see if clearlove can do that as we head into game number 1 between EDG and IG. And the champions have loaded onto the Rift here. Invictus Gaming look to try and take on Edward Gaming here in the second best of 3 series for tonight. The first match of the series, as well as, EDG looking to try and continue to be the top dogs of their groups, whereas Invictus Gaming trying to prove they're one of the best teams in the LPL still.
Yeah, 100%. They've got a good composition to be able to do that. A lot of kill threat coming out of IG's top half of the map. Nice, safe bottom lane. Same time, we'll see whether EDG want a lane swap and just bring this game down to a macro level.
Well, we take a look at the Keystone Masteries very quickly here. Nothing too surprising for the two lineups. Further battle on Ekko up in the top lane. A little bit more common now on the likes of those very aggressive, sticky top laners like the Fizz, like the Ekko as well.
Yeah, it means he has kill threat still on Zatai, especially pre-6 if he gets on top of him. It's going to be harder as the game progresses.
Well, we have to see if he can do that. I mean, one of the, like you mentioned, win conditions from the IG lineup is to win those solo lanes. It's definitely where they look a lot stronger coming into this matchup in the laning phase itself. Definitely an avenue attack they're going to try and use here in game number 1. For now, though, everybody's just spread out across the jungle. Kid looking to try and start at Raptors here. A little bit of an interesting start from the jungler here.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, Graves does it incredibly quickly, so it gives you a quick level 2. Yes.
That's
the old rookie lanes.
Yep, before minions spawn, already trying to get a piece of scouts here in the mid lane. As we are actually going to see Kid take away the Raptor camp at level 1, smites it even. So
yeah,
that's what the Raptor
that's
says.
A strange smite, right? We'll see whether he actually goes towards Krugs after this and actually just goes for a cheeky level 3 gank, or whether he's looking for an invade. Graves is one of those junglers, kind of like Nidalee. You can start wherever the heck you want. Like, jungle camps barely touch you. You can kite them around for days, so it's not really going to impact all that much.
For now, though, we're going to see standard lanes coming out from EDG and IG here. Seeing lots of fans here in the crowd.
Earn your money.
No, can't do it. EDG.
Good job, mate. Clear love.
That's clear love.
That was clear love. You were correct.
Almost. Was not expecting that. Got it last time. Okay, 1 out of 2.
50%.
50%. No, decent accuracy on reading Chinese characters.
That's right. As Jat would say to me, you miss 100% of shots you don't take, 95% of shots you do, but those 5%,
That's what counts, just like blitzcrank hooks.
Yeah, exactly right.
We're going to keep track of where the junglers are at the moment. So far, Gragas has moved over towards his red buff, takes that one down. Now, Kid.
But this is interesting, right? Because clearlove is a whole camp ahead. He's already double buffed into jungle, and that's hard to do against Graves. I mean, Graves jungles incredibly quickly at the start of the game, and he's a Gragas, so interesting start here with Kid not jungling all that quickly, and they're even going to ward out his jungle, see if they can get some early eyes on him.
I have to think it might have been Kid, thinking there might be a lane swap coming in here starting at that Raptor camp, but...
Yeah, potentially.
For now, we're going to see Rookie one more time. He'd be really aggressive against Scout, actually getting the worst end of that trade almost, it seems.
Yeah, it certainly is, but you have to look at the starting items, right? Scout, he goes to the normal item build. He starts the Doran's Ring. Rookie, he's like, I'm going to kill this guy. You know what? That's 2 stacks just waiting to happen. I can feel it in my bones. So I'm going to go with the Dark Seal, and I'm going to keep myself topped up. So even though it looked like...
Oh, that's an aggressive play coming in from him. He's looking to try and take him down. Is going to be able to pick up first blood. In fact, goes in towards Kid. Good flash coming out of Rookie. He's trying to escape from clearlove. Just chasing him down with this Gragas. Ignite is ticking. One more auto attack is going to be enough. He gets chained up, but clearlove's in a little bit of trouble. As Kid putting some damage down on this Gragas. But here comes Braum. Going to be able to help protect this clearlove, but Kid still dashing aggressively forward. Trundle's down here as well. Shield picks up. Tabe picks up this kill. As Rain actually taking a lot of damage in the bottom lane, but this is a disaster for EDG now. It's a flash forward on top of deft. Double kill from Tabe there. The Trundle coming massive in that fight.
Yeah, great rotation out of Tabe, and that means they're going to be able to shove the lane in, and 1,000 gold lead. Pretty much a solo kill for Rookie against Scout. And then just because clearlove, he overcommitted, felt like he needed to get the return kill. Everything goes pear-shaped. And Invictus Gaming walk away the huge benefactors.
It seems disastrous for the EDG lineup because IG just got advantages everywhere they absolutely need them. Solo lane's doing well now. Jungler was able to take down clearlove. Bottom lane got 2 kills as well and an assist. So This is not looking good for EDG at the start, and right away you can see Azir already getting jumped on one more time by Rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is, and you know, the fact that he's got that Dark Seal means that the potion's just going to keep him toughed up a little bit more. Scout needs to be careful in this matchup now. Has got a big wave shoving, so we'll keep him nice and safe.
We'll see how long he can stay safe for in this lane, but, you know, huge start for the IG lineup here. Really aggressive in the mid lane. You know, Jungle was able to help him out. clearlove tried to return it, but Rookie one more time. Great mechanics to get away from that initial body slam, and I just don't see how EDG go from here because that's disastrous.
Yeah, it is. All right, cool. So it's not great, but when you have a look at what they actually picked up for it, I mean, they got a longsword in the bottom lane and a cull versus a pickaxe. So pretty much it's a wash still down there for the AD carries. Tabe is much stronger. You're not killing the Trundle anymore. That's fine. On the side of clearlove, I mean, he got a kill and the other jungle got a kill. So that's relatively even. The big news is, however, is that, you know, if that turns what should have been a positive lane into a neutral lane now for IG, just means that the win condition is a little bit harder to achieve for the EDG lineup.
Especially with mid lane already doing well for the side of IG here. Rookie on LeBlanc. Picked up, we see sneak in time and time again in competitive play. Kid still waiting around in this jungle. Is going to be able to take down the wall that was placed down over the pit, coming in from clearlove.
When you have a look at it, top lane is actually pretty heavily in favor of the Echoes. So, you know, he's already up 12 CS. He has shopped and burnt the teleport already, as has Zatai.
Went back to base, picked up the Dark Seal for himself as well. Already had the Corrupting Potion in his inventory. Zatai was not able to pick up the Catalyst, instead went for the Ruby Crystal, and the Sapphire Crystal as well. A little bit of extra health, a little bit of extra mana, but he's been playing really safe in this lane. You know, not something we really see from Swains in most matchups.
Yeah, he understands that, you know, he's being camped out in the mid lane for EDG right now, so that's where their win condition is for IG. Zatai doesn't need to play all that aggressive, will continue to scale and still has a melee into range matchup. We
saw Scout trying to do what he can to poke Rookie out of the lane. He's been keeping even in terms of CS so far. clearlove has snuck into this bush down in the bottom lane here against Tabe and Rain, looking to try and find a gank. They're going to be able to jump on top of this Trundle, lock him down. The stun will come up from Braum as well. Tabe is going to get picked off. Deft finds a kill for himself.
Yeah, and as we said, you know, it was Tabe that grabbed the kills. That makes him a little bit more resilient, but ultimately it doesn't save his life. That was a great setup there because they knew he didn't have the flash. Meanwhile, they try and make the cross-map play, but Mouse does a disciplined thing, backs away. 3 melees is all that remains. It means it's pushing back in his favor anyway. He'll get a shot in.
And that's a matchup we question as well. You know, Mouse up at the top lane. He's being really aggressive here against Zatai, who we thought would be the aggressive laner coming into this matchup.
Zatai stopped his back. So, like, Mouse, you know, when you get your back stopped like that, sometimes it's just about sending that message. We'll see whether he Ekko relocates back into lane. Yep, there he goes.
Straight back to the lane, up into the top lane, gets a Doran's Ring for himself, a Ruby Crystal, and a non-magic mantle, so able to reduce more of the damage coming out from Zatai. So you're going to see Deft get locked down by that pillar coming out of Tabe. Meiko takes a little bit of damage in return from the Lucian.
But you can see that Tabe is really tanky at this stage of the game. I mean, he's not taking much damage from Deft at all, which will continue to be frustrating for the bottom lane of EDG.
He's got his boots as well, so going to move fast on top of that. As Rookie still doing Rookie things, being aggressive against Scout. He has to use the ultimate, in fact. Going to get taken down really low by the collateral damage coming out from Graves, but not quite able to kill him or put him into kill range.
Yeah, that's still nice, though, out of Kid, you know. Able to continue to influence this lane. Now Rain's in trouble.
He takes a tower shot here. Now Caitlyn turning around the damage here. Tabe, the next target, going to get locked down by the passive one more time. A double kill down on the bottom lane for EDG.
And there's just no reason to go that aggressive. I mean, Rain still has his heal available, wasn't able to get it off. And pretty much nothing burnt from EDG in that exchange. They just pick up a double kill. This is what I said, like, top lane of the map, sure, IG are better players. But right now, there is just no comparing Rain and Deft. And even Tabe and Meiko is very hard to do. So good job out of the EDG bottom lane to come out ahead of that one.
You know, the solo lanes for IG, this is one of their win conditions. They need to get ahead, and they did well early, but top lane's been fairly neutralized so far by Mouse, surprisingly. And mid lane Rookie's been aggressive, yes, but Scout doesn't really care. He just farms it all the same, you know, takes the harass, like, okay, sure, you can be a nuisance, but I'm still going to farm anyway.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right, is that Rookie needs to impact to the lane to the point that he's forcing him off farm, where he's making him, you know, either back away out of the lane completely, going down in levels, or he's not able to CS and keep up with the LeBlanc. hasn't been able to do that yet because the earlier kill went over to Kid. We already mentioned it. And Rookie fell down in return. So you're right. You know, things aren't going exactly how IG wanted. A little bit unlucky with Tabe grabbing 2 of the early kills. I mean, Deft's got 3 of them on the side of EDG.
We'll have to see what he can do with those kills. We can already see Caitlyn opting not to go for the pickaxe or BF sword into the Hurricane first. In fact, looking to try and complete the Infinity Edge right off the bat with the 3 kills he's picked up down in the bottom lane.
Yeah, they certainly have, and that's a really, I guess, aggressive build because it means if you get that 1 headshot crit, it just absolutely chunks out the lane. You can see that Rain really has to respect it.
EDG looking...
They've also double pink ward the brush lanes. Like, that just means that there is no hope of there ever being an escape from any gank.
You can already see up in the top lane, Kid trying to get a gank off towards Mouse there.
Turns around, gives him a pose.
Put down the parallel convergence, was able to lock down Kid as he went in for the gank. Rookie still being Rookie. Double dashes in, gets a little bit of damage down towards Scout.
But Scout's doing the right thing. He's actually leaving a Sand Soldier on the distort mark, making sure that if Rookie goes back too early, he can trade efficiently. You know, he's CSing up very well, goes a defensive item build. So even though Scout, you know, he was pressured early, he's still up in CS and doing a fantastic job.
Now, EDG, sorry, looking to try and take down the first dragon of the game. Mountain Dragon will be the first dragon to spawn one more time here. Seems like every game so far we get the
and for a Caitlyn Azir comp, like that is a fantastic dragon to kick things off with. So EDG, blessed Iron Jesus, in their favor for today at least.
So you're going to be able to pick up the Mountain Dragon. Sorry, it's still 6-10 here, which means Azir can still, you know, put down the W and get a little bit of extra damage on towards the turrets. As well, so the sieges coming out from the EDG lineup going to be huge, but Rookie being really aggressive, flashes over the ultimate coming out from Scout, but he's got friends here. Braum jumps over towards a minion. Rookie kind of confused him for a little bit there, trying to run away. So meanwhile, Tatai is able to take down Scout down on the backlines.
Yeah, actually teleports in there, so great rotation out of Zatai, able to get in and pick up a kill on the back end. You know, Scout, he was trying to bait Rookie a little bit, but they guessed wrong, went after the clone, so that's not a good news story, and IG get one back.
Pull a kill back from themselves, which means they're 4-4 in terms of kills in this game so far. A single dragon is what separates them, as well as the 1,000 gold lead in EDG's favor at the moment.
EDG have the dragon. They have pressure in the bottom lane. I mean, that's a 30 CS discrepancy right now for Deft. clearlove has been farming well, but you have to respect that Kid has been ganking and putting pressure on other parts of the map.
Tatai, we saw up in the top lane, moved down to the mid lane, was able to pick up kill for himself, still struggling in terms of CS, or in terms of catching up in CS at the moment. Normally you see Swain's obnoxiously ahead in terms of farm at this stage in the game, whereas Mouse been doing pretty well for himself, keeping up.
Yeah, and it really is a fervor. Like, this is why I like fervor on Ekko, because it gives you legitimate kill threats in situations where you wouldn't have it with any other Keystone Mastery. So Mouse doing a good job of, pressuring out, and that's really cheeky use there out of meiko. They're actually going aggressive.
Ultimate actually being popped there by Tabe on top of the Caitlyn. Double teleport coming in. Here comes clearlove, knocks Tabe backwards. They're looking for the Lucian though. Ultimate comes out from Caitlyn, chunks it down. Rain finds the kill. Meanwhile though, in the mid lane, Scout in a little bit of trouble. Rookie's the one that's able to take it down with the help of Kid. So kills traded across the map one more time.
And you can see just what the teams think their win conditions are right now. IG want to play around their mid laner. This LeBlanc needs to be that strong that she can delete the Caitlyn. At the same time, EDG just put all their baskets into the siege mode. Knock down the turret, pick up a kill with yourself, good teleport. Send them into a different lane now. Start sieging out, set up your 1-3-1, and see if you can continue to knock down structures.
Well, we can see what they picked off right off the bat there after the two successful gangs coming in to the bottom and mid lanes. We see blue buff actually taken away, given over towards Rookie on EDG's side of the map. Meanwhile, we saw Caitlyn actually picked up Berserker Greaves, sold it, or undid the buy and went for the Swiftness Boots instead, so opting for a little bit more mobility in this game.
Yeah, and I actually don't mind that, being able to get around. There's going to be a rotational heavy game, it looks like, because of the siege compositions. You have to be able to run through that jungle.
We can already see deft takes down the red buff for himself and immediately looking trying to go towards the mid lane. Rookie, in fact, used the double jump just there on towards Scout, locks it down with the change. Now going to get tagged up by the Braum passive. They're looking for the clone, but that's the wrong one. Immediately, meiko flashes forward. He's looking for a kill onto Rookie. A couple more slaps would do the trick, but that's a really slippery LeBlanc. Here comes clearlove, just body bops him straight into the face and picks up a kill.
And you can see that, you know, EDG just one step ahead. Whilst Lucian's farming bottom lane, they send 4 people into the mid lane. Let's shut down the LeBlanc. Let's continue to knock down structures, create this artificial gold lead, you know, that will be equalized if we're ever IG are able to answer back, but they're not done.
And IG, they're going to be able to take down the bot lane outer turret, but EDG, like you mentioned, they're not done. They're looking towards the top, mid lane, inner turret. clearlove just makes his way down to the bottom lane, clears out the minions and stops the advances for IG even further.
And this is 6-10 Azir. I mean, you can't race him. The Ryze still does damage. As finally now Zatai coming in.
Never Move does come down, lands on towards deft. They're trying to pincer him, but that's the Azir turret separating them. Now it's going to be up in the top lane. Mouse tries to jump in there. Meanwhile, we see Scout go over the wall. Doesn't get the damage he wants, but meiko locks it down with the ultimate. They're looking for more here, as here comes the double jump. Shuts down deft there. And LeBlanc still trying to run away. clearlove, though, he's able to take down Kindred in the back lines. Rookie living with 10 health there, trying to jump out. meiko looking to try and get something, but he can't. There's the dash coming in from the top laner. Not going to be able to find it. The turret goes down, and this is not looking good. There goes Rookie back into the back lines. clearlove able to take down Raider. Suddenly turning around into EDG's favor one more time. clearlove doesn't get the body bot. Missed the barrel as well. Still wants to chase Rookie, but not going to be able to find him. Meanwhile, meiko was able to outrun Tabe. The support's not able to do combat this time around, but clearlove,
Rookie.
He wants it. Dash comes in. clearlove, gets juked out one more time by the distortion. Rookie somehow lives throughout that fight.
And how good is Rookie? You can see clearlove pretty impassive. So is Rookie at the moment, but he lives on a slither of health so many times. We're going to take another look at it because look, they catch out Zatai, but Scout goes so deep. And it really is a Braum that saves the day here. Huge play, able to take out Zatai. Gets a great ultimate there. But then somehow, Rookie follows the net, able to shut down the Caitlyn. And from there, it's really just Rain cleaning up the back of the team fight. And I just can't believe Rookie didn't die. So many times it looked like they had him, but just weren't able to get it done.
Whew. The door over the wall coming in from Braum there, able to lock him down. clearlove picks up another kill for himself in that fight. But that was impressive coming in from Rookie throughout the entire team fight. Right off the start, all the way to the end, we can take a look at the damage dealt there. No surprise, up in the top lane, it's Mouse stealing the most damage, followed by clearlove. Deft got shut down really early, but LeBlanc and Lucian keeping up quite nicely as well.
Yeah, certainly was. So, you know, in the end, it is a long, extended team fight. Suits the top laner. Ooh.
meiko actually dealing more damage than Scout as well. Is interesting as here's a pillar. Good pillar from Tabe. Locks out meiko. Not going to get taken down though. Puts up the shield and is able to block a lot of damage coming out from the Graves and Trundle.
Yeah, so in the end, he'll be able to survive there. As Mouse continuing to pressure this top lane turret.
Still though, as we take stock of things, EDG are about 3,000 gold ahead of IG. So despite, you know, the very even team fight, so to speak, they're still quite sizably ahead as the Infernal Dragon looking to be taken down by IG instead, though.
So Infernal Dragon hits quite hard, and you can see that Tabe is actually being chunked out by it right now. And this means that there is a position where EDG can pick up the aggro and try and get it back in their own favor.
Well, clearlove's there. He's looking to try and put up a smite battle at the very least. Rookie going aggressive against the Gragas. He's been singled out. Actually has to body slam over the wall. This Dragon should go over towards IG. Deft is able to take it away. Meanwhile, Zatai teleports to the back lines, but Mouse is here already. EDG secure the objective and are very content, it seems, of just running away.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, they have the range and you can't purchase that. That's going to scale all game long. So the fact that they were able to grab the Infernal Drake is a good news story. And, you know, both junglers, smite available. Neither of them really use it. And it's just the AD carry with a headshot.
Deft coming out trumps one more time here. He's already picked up the Zeal for himself. So now looking for his Zeal item, which should be the Hurricane if traditional Caitlyn builds follow in this matchup. We're going to take a look at the other items really quickly. Gragas actually opting for an Abyssal Scepter as his second item pickup.
Cooldown reduction, little bit of damage. You know, I like it.
You would.
Yep.
This is from the AP Alistar main himself.
But yeah, it makes sense, right? Because they're against the Swain, they're against the LeBlanc. Both of them are going to pick up an Abyssal probably in response as well, although it looks like Rookie just wants to have power now and is going towards what will be a Luden's Ekko. So, you know, it's interesting, but I don't really mind all that much. Since they added cooldown reduction to it, it's a very good item to pick up. And one more time, just jockeying for position around the map. EDG, with this 4-man unit, as we said, they've got a great 4-1 split, want to continue to control IG.
Not surprised, especially with the Mountain and Infernal Drake being picked up by this lineup. They're going to be shredding through objectives, minions, and turrets so quickly, as they're going to look to try and continue this push. You can see the Luden's Ekko proc coming out from Gragas, you know, showing the wave even faster. Rookie actually split pushing down on the bottom lane this time around. No teleport from the side of Mouse here, so can't make a cross-map play. But this turret up in the top lane, taking a lot of damage as well.
Yeah, it's taking some damage. It will get traded back. I mean, Rookie is about to take that lane. The problem is that, you know, they lose damage on the top lane turret at the same time, and Scout is starting to set up the mid lane. So we'll see if they look to make a play here.
We can take a look at the other items, meanwhile, that have been picked up so far. Spirit Visage already completed by Mouse. They're looking towards his Iceborne Gauntlet. He has the Sheen already in his inventory. Azir, meanwhile, picked up the Nash's Tooth, looking towards initially large rods, and not opting to complete the Negatron Cloak. Just going to keep that in his inventory for now. Jungle, we can see Graves looking towards his Zeal item, as he already has the Hex Drinker and the Warriors upgrade. And Lucian going towards the Yeoman's Ghostblade Black Cleaver build for this match.
And this is something that we saw actually quite a bit when they would go Spectre's Cowl. So they wouldn't actually complete an item on the Azir. They would just get magic resistance back then in the form of Spectre's Cowl, and then they go into their Ryze Crystal Scepter because you get the health component as well as the MR component. So I'm really happy that Scout is just willing to sit on the MR. You know, now he's going to go towards a Ryze Crystal Scepter. That's a defensive item in its own right. Then grab your Abyssal later on. That'll help you shred through people. He's still durable throughout the entire process. No real chance that he's going to get assassinated until Rookie grabs that Luden's Ekko.
Makes a lot of sense as well. Like you mentioned earlier, lots of win conditions coming from ID lineups up from their solo laners, both dealing magic damage, being able to reduce that. Going to help out quite a lot for the mid laner. So you take a look at Caitlyn's completed her Runon's Hurricane as well. So the core items for the Caitlyn have come online, and one more would give her a massive power spike if she picks up another crit item.
It certainly would, and Rookie takes half his health from the ultimate.
So we can see pillars being put down there by Tabe, trying to separate
Got the inside
meiko.
track on this mid lane as well.
They're looking for it. See, Soldier's already putting down towards the turret. This is turret's really low. Meiko actually just going to put down the shield and try and take it down.
That's a heads-up play one more time. You know, he blocks out the culling, doesn't take all that much damage for it. They force him off the turret, grab another neutral.
And look at this, trying to fight over the red buff. Rookie actually dashes in this time, regrets his decision, has to get straight back out of there. Takes a lot of damage trying to get that trade.
That's really nice reflexes out of the EDG lineup. I mean, everyone threw something at Rookie as soon as he was over that wall. They will look to shove back down mid lane, but EDG honestly are just controlling the whole of the map.
And they're doing it quite nicely so far. That's clearlove. Looking to try and take... not this again. I think we had enough of Raptors being slaughtered in the previous match. We don't need any more here.
And you can see the siege potential of just this two-man unit. I mean, when you bring the Braum in there, he has a lot of disengage.
This turret's going to get taken down here. Tabe steps on a trap. Rookie tries to go in, puts a lot of damage on towards Deft. The ultimate comes out from the graves as well. Going to lock him down and keep him really low. Rookie, meanwhile, trying to go toe-to-toe against Mouse there. Rookie actually trying to take it down. He's burning for Corrupting Potion. Not going to be enough. I believe it was 11 health he lived on there.
Yeah, it was absolutely nothing. So Mouse absolutely robbed. You know, thought he was going to be able to get it with the burning. Doesn't want to ult or chase or anything like that. Disciplined play out of Mouse, but a little bit unlucky. Luden's Ekko now finished for Rookie, though. That meant that Deft would have died. Deft also didn't blink. Like, he didn't burn flash or heal or anything.
No, he likes to live dangerously, apparently.
You know, calculated, some would call it.
Well, he has to take the Luden's Ekko now into his calculations. Like you mentioned, was completed. Phantom Dance also picked up for Kid here. So, a little bit of damage. Lots of tankiness for the Graves as well. Rod of Ages was picked up by Tatai on his Swain. And now he's going straight for a very tank-oriented build. Has the Spectre's Cowl.
Going to a Frozen Heart as well.
Yeah.
You know, wants to be able to deal with this, Caitlyn. Wants to be able to jump in his face.
Reduce attack speed of the Azir as well.
Yeah, Deft at the same time has just gone back and bought himself a Hex Drinker. He knows how close he was to dying.
So that's the calculations coming in for the Luden's Ekko, you know, now mitigating that more damage. Meanwhile, though, we're going to see Tabe get jumped on by Mouse here. I don't think he really wants to pick a fight with the top laner anytime soon. Well, things have actually, you know, quieting out a little bit. Still 4,000 gold lead for EDG, so they're definitely in the driving seats with 4 turrets.
But Tabe's just been forced away, and another Mountain Drake is up, and you see that straight away. That is clearlove sign to kick it off.
Especially with the siege comp they've put together, definitely an objective they want to take down. They already have 2 dragons for themselves as Kid. Looking to try and contest this one. In fact, EDG trying to back off away from this Dragon Pit.
They just want to pull it out as far as possible, you know, make sure it's in burst range before they go for anything.
Going for it one more time. Deft's actually going to be able to pick this one up. This time, it's IG that are low on health. They're going to try and jump in. Tatai gets locked down and taken down by Deft. Now looking towards Kid. The car's actually going to knock him back towards the safety of his teams, blocking him from the ice in the hole coming in. But their Scout over the wall separates the rest of the team. Now IG have to run towards the wrong side of the rift. EDG just going to look to try and chase them. Now Tabe, he might be the sacrificial lamb here. He's going to get caught out by clearlove shortly. Body slam comes in, locks down the Trundle. Rookie trying to run away, dashes over the wall. Now trying to go toe-to-toe with Meiko. Puts the shield down, going to mitigate some of the damage. Rookie should be able to escape as Kid going to get executed by this turret.
Yeah, so execution does go down, but in the end, it is still 3 members falling, and Drake picked up by the EDG squad. You can see that this time clearlove has learned his lesson. He traces the Trundle instead of the LeBlanc. He was like, I know how this one ends. But still, this gold lead is growing. They're starting to win more and more team fights. Rain was lucky to live that time.
Clearlove still doesn't want to chase him.
Rookie is so frustrating in this champion right now.
He has been, but still not a big impact during these team fights just yet. Gold still remains the same. Like you mentioned, Mountain Drake, they go over towards EDG, which means their siege comp is just going to get worse and worse with the extra 20% damage to the epic monsters and turrets.
And right now, they just do so much damage to Baron already. I mean, when you look at their lineup, and wow, Sheen picked up by clearlove. See whether that is an Iceborne Gauntlet or whether it's something a little bit more aggressive.
It is the Iceborne Gauntlet.
Yep.
Completed.
So he's a legitimate damage threat in these fights now.
He wants to kill people.
Low health pool, but you know, with the resistances that are added from his W, definitely going to be a good news story.
And all of his offensive items gives him a little bit of resistances here and there. You know, armor and MR, good to have on the Gragas.
Yeah, it's like the halfway build, right?
The hybrid.
Yep.
Well, let's see what he can do with it, because his smites, you know, haven't been that great so far. Deft been outsmiting him. Luckily on the same team, though. And Deft, he's been an absolute monster. In fact, opting to complete his Maw of Malmortia, so kind of knows he's going to get chunked out by Rookie in these fights. Wants to make the most of it with extra damage. EDG once again setting up and trying to take control of Summoner's Rift. You're trying to deny IG any breathing room in this matchup, it feels.
Yeah, they certainly are. And, you know, once again, they've just gone towards a 4-1 split. They're going to get the top lane pushing back in the right direction, clear out this Baron buff, allow the Ekko to just continue to shop with his ultimate, try and shove out Zatai. They want Mouse to be able to dive onto Rain and take him out of the fight, so everyone else can kind of just go for the magic resistance items.
Well, IG stacking up nicely inside of the red bush.
Didn't work out in their favor.
Trinket Wood comes down from EDG, spots all 4 members that were camping there out, and is able to stop their sneaky plans. So this top lane in the turret should get taken down here. A couple auto attacks going to be enough.
Here comes a teleport.
Deep teleport coming in. Sand Soldier being put down. Tatai looking to try and find a flank. Gets slowed down by the Ryze Crystal Scepter from Scout there. Rookie puts down a chain on towards Meiko. Gets a little bit of damage in return. Dashes in forward. But here comes Mouse looking to try and lock people down with the power conversion. Just separates the team. EDG though happy with taking down the turret.
Mouse's game's actually been really impressive. Every single time someone goes in on his team, he dives forward at the same time to separate the backlines. And because of how far ahead EDG are, is they always are going to deal with the threat first before Mouse can fall down. Because it's always one of the APs, either Zatai or Rookie, that is diving forward. And then he just tanks up Kid, tanks up Rain, Tabe and Rain as well. So I really like how the top laner from EDG has been playing at the moment.
He's been playing great so far. And Steph, you know, puts a couple of traps down in that pink bush as they're looking to try and take down this Baron with 20% extra damage and an Infernal Drake to top it off. They should be able to take this down.
Looks like they're going for it. Tabe's in.
It's going to be contested by clearlove this time. He finds a smite onto the major objective by Rookies into the backlines. He takes down Deft, but they're going to take the return kill onto the mid laner. It's still a 2-for-2 trade so far, but EDG looking to try and clean up the IG lineup. Double kill coming out from Scout, but it's still only 2 members left alive. Mouse going to try and go over the wall, jumps towards Tabe. Is going to be able to take it out with one more auto attack. Can't quite find it. Never move. Going to root him down as well. So it's still a 3-for-3 trade.
So in the end, 3-for-3 trade, but the Baron goes up into the two important members. One of them will stay with a 4-man unit. The top laner, who will be splitting, still has it. This was just really all about Deft getting chunked out. I mean, Rookie got exploded, as did Rain shortly after. But it really was nice coordination. I mean, they forced him into the pit and are able to get in. Imagine if Zatai still had his flash available that he had to burn in the top side of the map when he had an ill-advised teleport. Would have been a completely different team fight, you feel. That was also a really bad flash out of Mouse.
Oh, unlucky. Was not able to take down Tabe and pick up the 4 for 3 instead. Never Move going to lock him down and stop him from that kill. Still a good gold lead at the moment for the EDG lineup. They're 7,000 gold up ahead of IG.
And I like what they're doing. Like, straight away, they go back, shop, quickly get into the bottom lane, start that wave pushing in the right direction. Scout's going to control mid lane, and then they're going to look to siege the last remaining outer turret.
And you see the damage dealt in that fight. Rookie did next to nothing.
He was exhausted and died very quickly. But I think the fact that he got onto the backline, you know, allowed people to line up for Rain to cut through the team. That's kind of mission accomplished in itself. The game's not only about damage. Rookie's still throwing himself at the enemy.
Well, the 400 damage was significant as Kid going to get locked down. Forced to use the ultimate, try and get away. Actually gets stunned up against the wall from the ultimate coming out from Gragas. We can already see EDG looking to try and take down these objectives. Meiko jumps aggressively forward to put up the shield, blocks some damage, and clearlove will be the one that picks up the turret for his team.
And hey, Dragon's back available. Another Infernal Drake. Let's swing past that one and pick it up.
They're going to do just that as EDG, you know, can put Mouse back a little bit, play a little bit more aggressive. The traps will be put down by Caitlyn as well, forcing them to one side of the choke point, and that dragon just melts there. EDG take it down so quickly. Mouse still being really aggressive, looking to try and find them in these choke points. Never Move. Knocks down Scout, but that's all they're going to get. 4 dragons for EDG, all of the best ones that they would possibly want to take in this game. And the next one up is going to be the Elder Dragon to amplify all of that extra damage.
Yeah, and if they're able to pick that up, that is just a very scary prospect. So, you know, we'll see whether IG do choose to fight at the next one. Weren't able to get into position. It actually looks like clearlove is going for a Ryze Crystal Scepter.
Could be.
Really confuse me. Because his barrel slows already. His body slam has a slow on it after the knock-up.
His ultimate's a knockback.
His ultimate's a knockback, and he has an Iceborne Gauntlet. So I can't think of a situation where the item is good.
You know, he just wants to be frozen. He wants people to be frozen, sorry.
Yeah.
Slow them down as much as possible. And, you know, maximize that balance of, I want to be tanky, but I want ability power as well.
Do you reckon that is? They just told him you're not allowed to buy outright ability power. He's like, I got you covered.
No Rabadons for you, clearlove. He's like, oh, but what if there's health? Oh, okay.
Because nothing else builds out a needlessly large rod. Rabadons, you can't go Ludens because you already have Runic. Like, Zhonya's doesn't build out of it anymore. He's 100%, unless he's going at very late Archangels.
Well, I'll have to see what that is. It's probably still going to be that Ryze Crystal Scepter. I don't see why not anymore.
There it is.
It is cleared up. There it is. Wants to keep people as slowed down as he possibly can. I mean,
but slows don't stack anymore. It's just the highest one goes through.
Ah. So, I don't know what to say.
No,
you're the analyst here. Come on, Swan.
I'm telling you why it's not good, Fish.
He still picks it up. So he knows something we don't, apparently. clearlove looking to be a slow man wrecking machine. As look at this. Rookie actually being a little bit devastating. He's found them, though. clearlove knows he has the damage to deal with him now. Parallel Convergence does actually get put down there by Mouse, looking to try and take both Zatai and Kid on 2-on-1.
Didn't win, didn't lose. We'll call that one a draw. Everyone backs away from each other.
And there's the traps getting put down by Caitlyn. Really frustrating to deal with. That's clearlove still looking to be a little bit of a nuisance, trying to throw barrels left, right, and center. Scout puts a couple of soldiers in. Parallel Convergence comes down one more time just to slow the rest of the field down. Deft trying to find some puck shots into the back of these turrets as clearlove takes a little bit of damage from that trade from Rookie.
Yeah, but not all of that much, and it's already at half health. You can see that Deft can control half of the turret.
Poor Kid.
Scout more than happy to control the other half. And they're just going to continue this war of attrition, try and force IG back, use that rapid fire cannon proc on the turret whenever they can.
They're definitely winning this war so far. Ultimate actually coming down here from deft, trying to chunk out Rain as much as possible. Power Convergence comes down one more time. Never Move actually going to lock down clearlove for a short amount of time, but that's a major cooldown they have to wait for now. Deft going to find some more auto attacks towards this turret. It's going to go down. They find it. Inhibitor is now left open. EDG breakthrough towards the base. Mouse actually trying to dive towards the backlines. Tatai puts on the bird form and tries to soak as much damage as possible. Tabe now gets separated. Here's EDG. They're very focused on trying to take down this objective. Both teams trading quite equally for now, though, despite the Baron buff on EDG's lineup, and they're still taking this as slowly and steadily as possible. Rookie into the backlines, but deft just takes him one-on-one, finds the solo kill. Now looking towards Kid, he gets exhausted and Scout takes him down instead. This inhibitor definitely going to fall down for EDG.
Yeah, and it's a 40-second death timer and only 3 members remaining. EDG want to continue. They want to win the game here.
They might be able to do just that. No Baron buff minions left available, but they do have super minions crashing towards the base now. That's a very low IG lineup. They're looking to go and regenerate their health and should be able to push EDG out of the base.
Yeah, so finally EDG do leave, but it's with a 10,000 gold lead, and after kicking down the front door, everyone collapses onto Rookie as soon as he flies in. You can see how much EDG respect the man. I mean, deft won the 1v1. He kills him. But already, by the time it looked like he was going back to his mark, Scout had been there and like swept it with the Azir ultimate still to make sure that he was not winning that trade.
They want to keep their AD carry alive.
Yeah, Baron is up in 10 seconds, and we'll see whether EDG head that way.
And we can take a look at EDG's items really quickly. You know, clearlove, we already talked about him. He's gone for a, you know, kitchen sink build, so to speak, with all these different ability power, armor stats, and lots of slows here weaved in between. Meanwhile, Azir has a Haunting Guise picked up and a Void Staff, so lots of magic penetration on this Azir. It's actually caught out Rookie. Ultimate comes out from Meiko, not going to find the LeBlanc. Flashes aggressively forward. Scout slides in as well as Rookie is going to get taken down by deft. They find another pick towards the mid lane, and Baron has spawned here. EDG can pick it up potentially.
Yeah, exactly right. You know, now that the strongest member of IG isn't available, they're just going to make short work of this one. After that, there's still a good 40 seconds where they can maybe look to push down another lane.
Well, hate to break it to you, Spawn. Elder Dragon coming up 45 seconds. I have a feeling they might want to turn back, but
no, I
they
don't
can prove
think
me
so.
wrong.
Yeah, they certainly are. They're going to look to win the game. I mean, they still have teleport on their top lane, a Mouse waiting to burn it as the super creeps are approaching the Nexus turrets.
And these are baroned up super creeps, so they're going to prove me wrong here as EDG looking to try and end the game. Tatai actually caught out, immediately goes into bird form, tries to regenerate as much as possible. Meiko soaking up a lot of damage with the shield being put up. EDG,
5 seconds still on Rookie.
They're just going to try and brute force their way through to the Nexus. They take down the turrets. They're ignoring the champion. Scout just knocks them backwards, but deft, he's been taken out. I don't think it's really going to matter, as we are going to take a look at the players as EDG pick up the win here against Invictus Gaming.
Yeah, so in the end, they are able to win it. You know, was it as clean as they would hope for? Probably not. But they pick up 4 dragons, they pick up 2 barons, control the map with a very well-coordinated siege comp, and are able to pick up the win.
And just kicking off with just that, you know, siege comp comes out from EDG. They put deft on that Caitlyn. They pick up Mountain Dragons early to give him a really early advantage. 3 kills right off the bat. They just move him around the map very nicely, and that kind of seems like how EDG started the game off.
Yeah, and don't get